lot of you guys may or may not know this. It is Pride Month. You know, we support the gays here. We support all the gays, the LGBTQIA2S, Samsung, iPhone Pro 16 Max. June is also Men's Health Awareness Month. However, if you are a woman and you support Men's Health Awareness Month, you are considered a alt-right grifter and a pick-me, and only doing this for clout. Guys, I'm going to say this, not all women are bad. In fact, the majority of women are great. Yet for some reason, we live in a world where Twitter says if a woman supports a man, they're a grifter. And man, is it really just so embarrassing to live in this false sense of reality that they truly try to peddle towards all of their slop consumers.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rob here. So in case you don't know, June is Men's Health Awareness Month, or also known as Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. This is an event that's been around for over 3 decades at this point, and it seems like every year this event gets more and more popular. And of course, with more popularity and more people posting about this on social media, there's also a bigger spotlight and people who are very upset about people trying to focus on men's mental health in the month of June. We're seeing this in the VTubing space and in gaming spaces as well, where people are very angry because they believe a focus on men's mental health awareness in the month of June is casting a shadow over Pride Month. Now, we'll get into the examples of all.
Okay, so let me get this right. So in order to be a good person, you have to say, we like gay people. However, you can't say that you don't want suffering men to kill themselves due to the mental burden that comes with being a man. That's insane. All walks of life experience their own struggles, whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're Mexican, whether you're an Asian, whether you're gay, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman. And showing support for one of those issues, and you're going to take that as, oh, but what about our issue, is insane. I think it is fucking nuts. And saying our cause is the most important cause and you can't support anything else besides our cause, well, doesn't that sound familiar with another issue we all said that we weren't allowed to support? Fucking nuts.
All that happening in those related scenes. But first, I'll give...
Whoa, that sounds a lot like you're saying all lives matter. I know. Imagine that, guys. Isn't that so fucking terrible to say that we care about everybody? I know.
My usual spiel on this topic. To everyone watching this video, I think this month is a great opportunity to check in on the men in your life, to make them feel like they're not invisible, and to make sure they know their mental health matters. Now, to the men watching this, I think there's many great things about being a man and masculine traits and all those things, but there's one very unfortunate thing that's been pervasive throughout society, and that is telling men that their mental health doesn't matter, that they're not supposed to speak about it. But it is important to speak about it.
I mean, let's be real, guys. I'm sure that if you're a man and you've ever been sexually assaulted before, you've been told, man, I sure wish that was me. Or when you experience a hardship in your life, you've been told, just suck it up, don't be a pussy. There's a lot of issues that come with being a man. And the other thing is a lot of men are considered weak the moment they show any emotions, which leads a lot of men to be frustrated and to just not talk about anybody about their issues. And then, well, let's be real, guys. What does a person do when they feel like nobody understands their issues, where nobody understands them, who feel like they're alone in this world? Well, let's be real. They usually kill themselves. And it's a horrible thing. Suicide is the worst thing that you can do. And I promise you, if you are someone who's having suicidal thoughts, to seek help, because it is awful to do and your life is worth living. Never take your own life.
You got to be your own advocate.
And trust me, as a guy who has considered suicide before, I think every day that I did not do that, because as long as you work hard, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to work hard to get that. Don't call it quits. Just keep fighting every day.
Kit for yourself. And it's not a one-size-fits-all type solution. There's many resources out there that you can use, whether it's talking to someone or engaging with something or making changes in your life. It's all important to try, even if it's a bit scary, because your mental health matters because, well, you matter. Now, finally, to the women watching this, there's a very small suggestion and a powerful one I can give you for this month. Whether it's your boyfriend, your husband, your father, any man in your life that you care about, you can do a very small gesture, and that is buying them some flowers. This will stun lock them. They will be.
I have never been bought flowers in my entire fucking life. 31 years. Even as a popular D-list celebrity, I have never, ever received flowers. And to be honest, I love flowers. I think they're very nice. I mean, I'm trying to grow some in my backyard right now. Nah, flowers are gay. Sure, would I just prefer a blowjob? Yeah, that'd be awesome. It still would be cool to get some flowers, you know what I mean? Like, that would be awesome. It's like the thought that counts, you know what I mean?
Be very happy. It'll make their day. They'll probably remember it for months, if not years. You don't have to give them anything expensive. They won't know the difference anyway.
The best gift I ever received in my entire life, and I mean this bar none, Shinya. Shinya is one of the most thoughtful, sweetest human beings on this earth, and I love that guy with my whole heart. You know what he got me? He got me a fucking painting of me and my cat. It was so beautiful, and man, it was just, it was awesome. And a blowjob. That shit was awesome.
But this is something small that you can do that will make their day, and this has to do with the whole moniker that people say every month or every time Men's Health Awareness Month comes up, where there's a sad fact that most men will never receive flowers until the day of their funeral. And I think that's a very sad fact and something that can be a really nice gesture to do during this month. Okay, so now that we got that and all the fluff out of the way, let's get into the video for today. So right now in the VTubing scene, there's a lot of people participating in Men's Health Awareness Month, including people like this raising money for related causes. That's really great. And you have this post from Banana Juju, who we've talked about like 3 times in the last 2 months because people love to try to cancel her, and they're doing it once
I have actually never heard of this VTuber before.
again with this post that I think is a really nice one, talking about Men's Mental Health Month, where she says, to all the men out there, wherever you are, whatever you are doing right now, take care of yourselves. You guys do not have the same outlets or support like other groups for your problems. And to this day, society still has a lot of work to do when it comes to this. Statistics paint a clear picture here.
I'll be real. If you're a girl and you go into a Discord and you say you're having a hard day, you'll have 5 simps there, like literally, who will listen to you all day cry. If you're a guy and you go into a Discord and you say you have a hard day, you're going to be told to kill yourself immediately. Let's just be fucking real. Right? Like, let's all just be fucking honest here, guys.
You guys are taking the constant hits while staying quiet, so grab your loved one or a friend and tell them what you have on your mind and what kind of problems you might go through. There's nothing weak about that, and it takes the load off of your shoulders. I always have to remind my hubby about that. I am thinking of all of you hard workers / family men / strong supporters for our female craziness and backbone of society. Take care. I am thinking of you, and I love you guys. So a very nice post. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, this is Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
And people
Well, the fact that it's fucking Twitter and everybody's retarded.
are insane. So you had this quote right here. I'll point this one out first, saying, is there a point to this month's theme other than women just collecting sympathy points? Dude, you really can't do anything on Twitter without upsetting people like this. This gives like really strong male feminist energy right here, where they're like, yeah, those evil men, boo, down with them.
So fucking
And while they're doing it,
stupid.
they're like, shut up, women. You're not allowed to talk about
Legit,
this.
so fucking
It's
stupid.
very pathetic to see. But
It's
there was this one
embarrassing.
right here that got a lot of
These women, they're so fucking miserable with themselves, bro. God, it's so gay. Oh, dude, I saw this tweet is how I saw this tweet because I've seen this tweet. Babe, a new based VTuber Grift just dropped. Dude, all she's saying is men take care of yourself.
attention from another
It's
VTuber.
so embarrassing.
Saying, babe, a new based VTuber Grift just dropped.
These people don't know what the fuck grift means. Is it really that hard of a concept to think a woman can like a man?
Again, people on Twitter not knowing what grift means whatsoever, implying that Banana Juju is lying about this. She doesn't actually care about men's mental health and that she's doing this for some sort of a profit. That's what a grift would be. But now basically everything on Twitter is a grift. Caring about men's mental health, that's a grift. Breathing makes you a breath grifter at this point.
Yep.
Very weird stuff, and people would go after that.
Oh, you're breathing? What a grifter, dude. Before you were born, I remember you not breathing, and now all of a sudden you started? What a grift. Oh, Jesus.
This
Oh,
person.
Jesus
This is
Christ.
obviously a very stupid thing to say. And responding to the criticism, they said this: "I thought June was all about pretending to care about gay people, but I guess that's out of fashion now. It's just a shit post. Don't overthink it. Ah, yes, I was just pretending to be stupid." Yeah, I don't buy it. I look at the reply.
I mean, let's be real though. I mean, Gay Pride Month was legit just the month where corporations actually just pretended that they gave a fuck about gay people. Let's be real, guys. I mean, there's a reason why there's no pride flags up right now in Starbucks. There's a reason why all the companies didn't put their pride icon up this month, because they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about the cause. The only thing they care about is making money, and that's it. And everybody knows it.
And what they're showing here too. And clearly this person really is angry about this and thinks it's some sort of a grift when people say it, and they just got caught looking stupid, and now they're trying to backpedal and say this is all a joke. But this is the examples they're providing here that make absolutely no sense. Beginning with this post from Kitsu, where
love Kitsu, sweetheart, great VTuber.
She's saying she's trying to look into a charity that deals with men's mental health. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2025, grifting is when
big 2025
charity. Make it make sense, please. But there's other examples from Rosie here, a very nice post she made, and some other VTubers as well. Nice post, but of course they are being besmirched and attacked here for reasons that I can't really comprehend. And at the end of this thread, calling people grifters over caring about men's mental health awareness, they do the most predictable thing ever, and that's...
Somebody in chat just said air grifter, fire grifter, water grifter, earth grifter. This is the Ava grifter, master of all four grifting elements. This is the story how Aang saved the world.
Promote themselves. Yep. They share their own Twitch account, hoping to cash in on the outrage they have produced. And if they're going to self-promote, well, guess what? I'm going to do the same. Just in time for today, you can use code REV30 to get 30% off your total
That's
advanced
amazing.
GG order.
I
Use
love
that link
that.
in the pin.
Good for them. I am sponsored by GamerSubs. Use code BALDY for 10% off, but feel free to do Rev stuff too. I am so sorry for skipping that Rev. Please don't be angry at me. I'm sponsored by a different company, and I don't think I can show that. I love GamerSubs. Use code BALDY for 10% off GamerSubs. Okay, great.
A post that will flabbergast you. They say this: "It's okay to take off the mask. Strength and vulnerability are not mutually exclusive. June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yep.
We'd like to encourage you to reach out to your friends, ask them how they're doing, pick up a game together, look out for one another. You matter."
There's no way people got upset like this. This is one of the kindest posts I've ever seen. There is no way people are upset at this.
With this artwork right here, I'm flabbergasted, like I said. Everyone would have expected Ubisoft's and Rainbow Six Siege to do what they do every year on June 1st, and that is put the pride flags in their bios and in their profile pictures. But they didn't do that this year, along with a lot of other companies. I think there's a message being sent about virtue signaling companies,
I'm trying to think of what could be the master of all four elements. I think if I were to identify as a black trans woman, do you know how many holidays I would get? I would get Black History Month, and I would get Gay Pride Month, and I would get Women's Month, and I would, did I say Pride already? Well, I would get double Pride. Oh, and I would be gay. Wait, what else? I mean, if I were to be Jewish, then I would get all of Hanukkah, right? So like a gay, trans, black, Jewish woman. Dude, I would get so much free holidays, bro. That shit would be insane. That's not a holiday, though? Wait, I thought Hanukkah was a holiday. You get both holidays and debuffs, though? Yeah, that's true. I'm just trying to think how I would make my job the easiest by being like, okay, well, it's Black History Month, boss. Can I have a week off? Yeah, of course. And if you don't give me it, you're racist, of course.
signaling about this sort of stuff.
Ain't no one hiring that, though? Bro, with DEI on the rise, bro, you'd be hired first. What do you want about?
But yeah, Rainbow Six Siege coming out and supporting Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. You know what? Ubisoft and these accounts have made a lot of mistakes, but I will give them credit where credit is due. I think they hired someone new for their social media campaign here, and they said, instead of appealing to activists on Twitter who don't buy our games anyways, let's appeal to our actual target audience here, men who are.
Wait, somebody just said that that's not what DEI is. So DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is essentially the practice of hiring people based off of their races to have a more diverse structure or employees in your business to hit certain markets. So that's actually exactly what DEI is.
The people playing Rainbow Six Siege, largely, of course, not exclusively, but largely. And the comments are very positive.
Yep.
Rare Ubisoft W.
But what about the quote retweets?
Well done. Ubisoft, is that really you? Did we accidentally walk into a different timeline?
Yep.
But of course, we also have this person saying it's Pride Month, which is an odd thing. It's a sentiment I've seen on a lot of posts.
We're not allowed to celebrate men. We got to celebrate the gays. Like, come on, guys.
About Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
When was the last time you guys, I guarantee you, people in 2025 just discovered that it was Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Like this guy right here. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing, right? That's how little anybody has ever talked about this before.
Where basically they say you have to support both of these things or you're a bigot, right? And they also try to say that like Pride Month came first, therefore you can't celebrate Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, which is just factually not true.
Jesus.
Men's Mental Health Awareness Month was created in 1994, and Pride Month was in 1999. Then you think about other holidays like Trans Visibility Day, which is a recent one that happens on Easter. Like, do they really want this logic of claiming whatever comes first is what should be celebrated? It kind of backfires on them pretty badly, but...
Yeah, because I wonder what existed at first. Being a man, being a straight man, or being a trans man. Like, I'm pretty sure we know which one existed first.
There's some other comments this person saying in response to the previous user saying it's actually Veterans Month. They say, F them veterans. Is this Frogan's secret account or something?
That's insane. Yeah, Frogan actually has a lot of different accounts on Twitter. I'm not sure if you know this. But like, you're allowed to have a different account, and it's based off of your body weight. And hers is so high that she's actually permitted to have like 30 different accounts, right? Because every 30 pounds that you have, you're allowed to have a new Twitter account, right? So like, she can have 20 because she's 600 pounds.
Like, very mask off moment, but then again, this person doesn't seem like a very happy individual.
Very true.
Another person said, I'm proud to be a straight white male. Are you saying I don't matter? And they say, yes. This is precisely why we need Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. It's because of people like this who want to denigrate you because you're a man. Simply because you're a man. But there's other comments feeling very betrayed thanks to this move by Rainbow Six Siege on Twitter. This person in quote says, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, end quote. We are not even worth as free money anymore. Oh my...
Guys, I know what you're thinking. You don't need to say anything about the username. Okay? You don't need to say anything about the username. Okay? It's fine.
Effing God. Yeah, they're realizing the companies didn't actually care about them and all the virtue signaling was just to try to curry favor on social media. A tough break for people like this. Another one says, in quotes, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, end quote. Bro. And posts like this, 49,000 likes. And I'm not surprised because this is Twitter.
That has 50,000 likes? What the fuck?
And things like this tend to pop off. But here's another one saying June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. People who are desperate for attention. Yeah, I guess caring about men's mental health is being desperate for attention. Oh, okay, interesting. This person, this lovely individual says,
guys, don't say anything about their username.
Men aren't lonely enough. And another person says we'd probably be better off if the average Siege player gay-mended themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the normal people. And again, the reason why we need things like Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, that's pretty much going to do it for this video.
Why is it no matter what type of flag you have in your username, you're just fucking retarded? Like, there's so many flaggers on Twitter, bro. It is actually nuts. but there's certain flags that really just be saying some crazy ass shit, man. It is insane. Flaggets, you mean? No, I didn't say that. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Guys, I think it's okay to be a straight white male. Please take care of yourself mentally. Talk to people who support you, and take care of yourself. Appreciate y'all.